Alright, so at this point, the only thing that should be out and open on your table is your notebook. So your notebook and the piece of paper that I just passed out to you. If you have anything else out, please put it away. Today, we are going to be doing a ton of graphing and solving. Like, that's legit the lesson for today. It's about function tables and then graphing those function tables. Did I not give you one? In the lunchroom? All right, go grab it. So there's not a whole lot of notes to take during the slide, like Google Slides, but we are going to be solving these problems together. If you do not have enough room on your sheet of paper, please do the work in your notebook. Okay? Any questions before we get started? Alright, so you are going to find the range. Pick one of these. You're not doing all of them, pick one. So you're picking number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4. You are completing this in your math notebook. You're picking one. Okay? And when I say find the range, these values are for which X or Y?
X.
These are the X values. So you're plugging these values into this problem and finding the range, aka your Y. I don't care which one you do. You're picking 1, 2, 3, or 4. I don't care which one. Pick one, solve it, stand up. Stand up when you are finished. You are standing, you are not talking. have 20 more seconds. All right, have a seat. Raise your hand if you did number one. Nobody did number one? Why? Because it's fraction? Boy, vey. All right, so your answer should have been 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, raise your hand if you did number two. Okay. Ryan, what's one answer you got? 12. All right, what's another answer? We should have 4, so we have 12. Jeffrey? Negative 4. 4. Negative 12. All right, let's see if we were right. So negative 12, negative 4, 4, and 12. Good job. All right, who did number 3? All right, what'd you get? Okay. Why did nobody else do number 3? Like, it legit is the easiest one on there. Because if the only thing you have to do is plug in your X, you get your Y. Huh? All right. Who did number 4? Anybody? You did? All right. What'd you get? I don't know. Okay. So, do you have a X value? You don't know? You're confused? So what were your answers that you came up with? You didn't get an answer at all? Does anybody have any idea what the answer might be for number 4? What do you think, Rio? Negative 2? All right, does anybody have any other answers? That's probably why you should glue stuff in, kid. All right, what do you think, Ryan?
Negative 6.
Negative 6. Anything else?
What?
Because there is no X value. Do they have an X value at all in here? All they said was negative 2 equals Y. What?
See, I am very smart.
Why? There's nothing to do with that one.
No X.
There's no X, so your X equals your Y.
Answer.
Yeah,
It gives you the answer. You can't plug it and then that's your answer.
right. Don't get that confused. All right, so this is our first example on our paper. So everybody go to number 1. So we have our equation and we have our table. I am going to give you the numbers for your X. Okay? So make sure it says choose, but I'm just going to give it to you, make it easy. So negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1. So that needs to go in your X on your paper right now. So like you have your table, you should have negative 1, or negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1. You can do your work in there, just make sure you have like your numbers. Yeah. All right. When we are solving this equation, what do we do with the numbers that we just put into our table? What do we do? Callie, sorry. We're going to plug them in. So you're plugging that in for Y. So the first number is 3 times negative 2 plus 7. What is 3 times negative 2? Negative 6 plus 7. So Y equals what? Y equals 1. So everybody, you need to write this down. Either on your piece of paper, if you don't have enough room, then you're obviously going to write this in your notebook. You got it already? All of it? Every step? Okay. Any questions with this one? No questions. We're good. All right. So our answer for this one should be 1. That is what we came up with, correct? So you and your partner or partners that you are sitting with are solving for -1, 0, and 1. Stand up when you're done. If you need help, raise your hand. Raiden or Ryan, I don't care. Y'all just need to come together so you have someone to talk to. This is legit operating.
The thing we did before this was easy. This was easy. I like that.
So this is completed. So I just gave you all your domains, right?
I just gotta memorize stuff. Like where do I So like 3 change the X words as I get different.
Well, because what's
I was like, Ron, that's
oh wait, no, it is. So what are So, this is your original. Right now, so the first number I did. So now you're plugging in -1. So now 3 Because how are you going to go back and know how you got to do it? Like this is our number. So I'm going to be right, and I'm about to be right. Right.
0, 0, you will add 7.
Oh,
Like you taught me.
Working together technically.
I like that.
2 days ago you taught me about it. You taught me it's the same thing that we did with 2 days ago. Great
For the second one,
Wait, that's pretty.
for -1. Oh, for 0, yeah, because you're doing 3 times 0. Because you're supposed to say no.
This is like a pretty joke.
I think they should take this.
Oh, yeah.
And wrap them around each other. But I feel like if you have 3, then you're gonna like end
Alright, let's go ahead and talk about answers.
No, I didn't. I wrote it.
Alright, so for the next one, what number am I plugging in for X?
Set 4.
Raise your hand so we don't prove our intelligence level. Ellie, -1 plus 7. So what is 3 times -1? Ariana, -3 plus 7. Y equals what? 4. The next one. 3 times 0 plus 7. 3 times 0 is 0 plus 7. Y equals 7. And the last one. 3 times 1 plus 7. What does that give me? 3 times 1? Richard?
10.
Gives me 10. So y equals 10. This is legit all we're doing. Okay? Now, here's the fun part. You have to graph this. Okay? So you have a graph right next to this problem. Graph, coordinate plane, same thing.
I've never been good at that.
It's all right. This is why we're practicing. So, for the first one, you're going 2 to the left and up 1. Put a dot. Then you're going 1 to the left and up 4. Put a dot. 0, 7 straight up, and then 1, 10 straight up. Connect your line.
Oh,
It's just a straight line. If you do not get a straight line, it's because you have the wrong dot somewhere. Every one of these graphs will be a straight line. Whether it's a diagonal, whether it's super steep, just really depends. So again, this is what we're doing for all 6 problems. All right, here's your next one, example number 2. I'm going to give you the x's again. -1, 0, 1, 2. What are you guys doing? What, Audrey?
plugging the numbers in.
And solving? Work as a group. Go ahead.
That's 2. Oh, like that. Oh, that's just right there. Oh,
So once you graph
Oh no, I'm not actually.
They're all functions.
Oh.
Alright, let's go over these. Why? What you plugging in for? Alright, put your pencils down. So for -1, you should have 3. For 0, you should have 1. For 1, you should have -1. And for 2, you should have -3. Your graph, which is crazy that this is the hard part for you guys, should look like this. Alright, example 3. You are not working with anybody because this one should not be hard at all. This is your function. Y equals x minus 3. Your numbers, -1, 0, 1, 2. Stand up when you're done. Please show your work, guys. Please show your work. Okay, good. Stand up when you're finished. Make sure you graph this one. We are thinking way too hard if we're not done yet. You're thinking way too hard.
I'm graphing.
It's all the ones. All the ones that carry x minus
I know, I'm done with that. I'm graphing.
Alright, let's go over these. So for -1, you should have what? Should have -4, 0, -3, 1, -2, 2. And this is what your graph should look like. What do you guys think? Okay, until the next one. Everyone, let's let our head explode real quick and then let's come back down to earth. So, with this one, do the actual multiplication of the fraction. Don't just assume, please. Because if you just assume, it's going to be wrong. And if you forgot how to multiply a fraction, so the first number is -2. So we are going to do half times -2/1. Why? Why are we doing this? Why are we not simply going half times -2? Makes it easier. Plus, when we do this, we get the right answer. When we do this, we don't always get the right answer. So please do this. All right. So you have -2, 0, 2, 4. So these are a little bit different because they're not all in like numerical order. You can work with your partners on this one. Okay, stand up when you're finished. -2. So it's -2, 0, 2, 4.
Would that be like times?
If you are not sure, that is technically how it should look when you set it up. Right here, to solve your problems. So if you are not sure, stand up when you're finished. For the first one, you get essentially 2 over 2 because it's 1 plus 3. So 1 plus 3 is 1 plus 3. Because 2 is a whole number, right? -2, sorry. You can't multiply a whole number to get to it. Right. All your whole numbers you have to put over 1. Except for 0, obviously. So this is half times -2 over 1, which gives you,
Oh, I was dividing them.
oh, Jesus, take the wheel. Lord. Stand up when you have your answer.
Oh, so if it's equal to 2.
So 2 over 2 becomes what over 1. So it's -1 plus 3. Well, minus the first one. All the so minus that first one. Oh, that's how it works. All right, let's go over this one. All right. So, have a seat. This first one, you end up with a -2 over 2 plus 3. Negative 2 over 2 becomes what? What whole number? 1. So this becomes a positive 2. Alright, now let's look at the next one. 0. Well, this is easy, because that just cancels, right? So then you should get a positive 3. Let's look at this one. When you multiply half times 2 over 1, you end up with 2 over 2 plus 3, which gives us what? 1 plus 3, positive 4. The last one, you end up with 4 over 2 plus 3. 4 over 2 becomes what? 2 plus 3, 5. So, how did we do with that one? Did you get it now though, Brayden?
Yes, I did the last two wrong.
Your graph should look like this. Alright, for the next two, I am not going to torture you. You do not have to do this one.
Oh, thank God.
Okay? You're just doing this one. Just this top one.
Thank you so much.
Okay? So you're just doing practice number 1. Solve it, stand up when you have it solved and graphed. This is like the easiest day ever. So you were like, this is so easy until I did what? The refraction magic.
No, I was delighted. It wasn't hard. I just
See?
something wrong one
It's
time.
not wrong.
It's not
It's not
hard.
hard. Not at all. This is easy.
I didn't know.
Oh, you so you can either pick your numbers or I can give you the numbers.
Give me the numbers.
Okay. So 2, 1, 0, negative 1. 2, 1, 0, negative 1. That's what is going in your X. Plug those in, get your Y's. Do you need it one more time?
Finally, I'm getting here. Yeah, that works. Good enough. What are you? What do you mean that's not
Make sure you're graphing it. So take this minus so like this one needs to be graphed. Graph. Make sure you're graphing it. Graph it. Last one. So you're doing a negative. All right. So for 2, if your X is 2, what is your Y? Raise your hand. What's your Y? If your X was 2, what is your Y? Negative 6. If your 1, or if your X was 1, what was your Y? Audrey. Negative 3. If your X was 0, what is your Y? Jeffrey. 0. If your X was negative 1, what is your Y? 3. Yes. And then this is what your graph. Come on. Lord Jesus. Come on. Are you gonna work? No? There we go. This is what your graph should look like for this one. This one. What it should look like. Huh? No. I don't care. Do not care. Go ahead, get this glued in. There is one more thing I'm going to do for you guys before I pass out your homework, because that's literally it for today. So, glue this in. Yeah. Oh well. You'll be fine. Promise. It's
I'm just wearing the wig I read it so random.
So I was asked if we could go outside, and the reason I said no is because of what you're doing right now. Yep. Pretty much. No, we're not done. We're not done with our work at all. Like, we still have other stuff we have to do. All right, close your math notebooks for the moment. So I'm going to say full disclosure, this was only sent to me, and do not shoot the messenger. That's all I'm saying. Okay? It's interesting. So this is hopefully going to help you remember function tables or in-out tables, whatever you want to call them. Again, this was not, I did not find this. I did not pick this out. So just keep that in mind. Just watch. It gets better. Just watch, I promise. You will never forget in and out tables after this. Just watch. So chickens go out in, and what comes out? Chicken nuggets, right? Gets better, trust me. They're like, they just saw like the smash.
I could hear them go,
I was like, I know exactly what they're doing. Just wait, it gets better. Just wait, it gets better. It gets better.
That is not a fish.
Oh no, wait, but do you get the underlining, like what goes in and then what comes out? Right? All the pork.
There is no way to
Swear to God, I will show you the email later. Alright, but here's the math part of it, so do pay attention to this part. You guys can go ahead and get started on your homework while we're finishing up this fantastic video.
Can we make up our own numbers?
Yeah.
No.
You can do any numbers you want on your homework. Keep it as simple as possible.
I can put like 1,000.
No. Like do 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 0, 1, 2, 3, or whatever. You're not talking. You're just doing. Oh my god. No matter what, it was spam.
It says good because you put it on the skill.
Work. Shh. You're welcome.
How many bees did I have?